Hello, today is May the 11th and we are still working on Sail Away. But it's not too difficult, so we're only going to do it today and then we'll finish. Now, we looked at Sail Away on Friday and we learned that the AI goes in the middle of a word. So sail, S-A-I-L, sail, that AI goes there. And the AY goes at the end of the word, like away, away. And then we also I spoke to the adults about root words, so like the word play, but we still use that AY, even if we add the suffix like ing, ed, s, or unplayable, it's still that AY because the root word has got the A at the end, play, play. Right, let's have a read through these. Then I'm going to read you a book and then I'm going to set you an activity for today. Right, I say you say fingerspell right. Main, think about where that sound is. Main. Play. Away. Made. This one's a bit tricky, but remember we're not doing silent E. So it's not I made this, it's made as in woman who cleans up after you. Your mother is not your maid. Maid. Day. Paid. Some of your grown-ups might be going, but the root word's pay. No, it's like the word said, which would have originally been pronounced said. Stay. Sway. That's the chair making that noise. I need to replace it for my homestay. Sway. Mane. Not the horse's mane. The main one as in the central one, the most important. Mane. I think we've just done main twice, haven't we? Good practice, good practice. Right. Let's read The Snails That Tim Forgot. When I was a little kid in Standard 4, which is what's now called Year 6, we had desks with the lids that go up. So we had our own desks. It wasn't like the movable around situations like we have now. And in my desk, I used to keep worms. They didn't make a mess like these snails did. The snails that Tim forgot. One day, on the way to school, Tim saw 8 snails in the mailbox. Pip, wait, look! 8 snails? That's a lot. Are you noticing the AI and the AY words? I hope so, because you're going to be wanting to find them shortly. Tim put the snails in his crayon box. I'm going to bring them to school. Miss Tate will like them. Tate. But at school, Tim forgot the snails. He put his bag down and went to play in the sandpit with Aidan. They dug train tunnels until the bell rang. when you take on a living thing, it is your responsibility to look after them properly. Or it. And in school, Tim still forgot the snails. Switch on your brains, it's going to be a big day. They had painting and clay and a brain quiz. I hope you can all spell that word quiz. Quiz. Look at that, Q-U-I-Z. I say that because next time I do a spelling test with you, I hope you all get the quiz word. For maths, Tim had to make a long, long chain. It went all the way to Spain. Look, there's Spain. We did that on Friday, didn't we? With a capital S because it's a name. Interestingly, name is not part of the spelling pattern. Then Raymond got a pain, and Tim had to take him to sick bay. At lunch, they went straight out to play. Look at Raymond. It's got that AY because, of course, a name originally would have been Ray. And I've added something over the years to it to make the word Raymond. Language evolves. So the snails waited and waited and waited. Then the snails got sick of waiting. More for some. They went chomp, chomp, chomp out of the crayon box. Bit by bit the snails crept out. They got into the paint tray and left rainbow snail trails on the mat. The fattest snails went for the pot plants. Munch, munch, munch. There was a pink snail on the laptop, a green snail in the bin, gold snails on the train set, and snails in a spin. Look at them on the top. Then the snails got sick of playing. They crept into the school bags and waited again. Miss Tate and the children got back. "Hey, rainbow," said the children. It looks like snails. How did they get in?" Look at Tim remembering. Snails quite enjoy the taste of the glue on mail. Can you read these? Can you do those sounds? Look at that. K, sh, ch, th. A and A. What did Tim find in the mailbox? Do you remember? Colony of snails, I don't know. What is another word for mailbox? Do you know? Letterbox. Why did Tim put the snails in his crayon box? Well, that's a multi-leveled question, isn't it? His answer is, but really, because he hadn't thought it through properly, and he really should have. Why did Tim forget about the snails? Because he's a child, he hadn't thought the situation through, really. Oh, that child. What did the children think of the rainbow classroom? Were they happy or sad? Or angry? How did Tim feel about the snails messing up the classroom? Doesn't show a lot there. I hope he feels guilty and I hope he's cleaning it up. I had, when I first moved into my house, which I've lived in since the year 2000, I moved in for 1 year when I was finishing my bachelor's. I've since then completed my master's. There were snails, there were trails in my kitchen each morning and I cleaned them up. And I could never find the culprit. And then one day, luckily I was in bare feet because that saved the animal's life. One day I was walking in the kitchen and stood on something very slimy and cold. I looked down and it was a massive leopard slug. And slugs and snails are sort of similar. And so I was able to put it outside and then no more problem. But yeah, I was glad that I was wearing bare feet because it would have been horrible to kill a poor defenceless animal like that. Right, have a look at these words. You might want to pause the video and read them. Now then, your challenge for today is to find, using either the book or your own resources, to find a whole bunch of AI and AY words. If you get a random word like Raymond, where the AY is in the wrong place, I want you to think about why it could be like that. If it's not at the end, if it's in the middle, why? And see if you can write down a little note next to it before you send it to me why you think that might be. Then I can feed back and go, oh, you little genius. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.